I am Michelle McPherson, and this is The Michelle McPherson Show, the only internet marketing podcast dedicated to answering your burning business questions. Find us and submit your own questions at FromIdeaToEmpire.com. And now for today's episode.
This is LaSalle, and I have been following you around the internet for many, many years, and I can honestly say you're the only internet marketer that I have any real respect for. The others, I'm always pretty sure they're trying to steal from me. This is an excellent idea, and I think it will help a lot of people. Um, my problem is that I don't have a niche like most people have. I don't have a Photoshop website or a work at home website. I have entertainment websites, and if you go to ClickBanks, they're not really set up for the kind of thing that I'm doing. I've had a website for this last website for over 8 years, but I've been building websites and on the internet for many more. Last week I saw an offer to set up a landing page like Forbes has, and if you haven't seen it, when you go to Forbes.com, you get a plain white screen with a quote up at the top and a big advertising square in the center of the page. If you click on that, it'll take you to the advertising. Otherwise, it'll just automatically take you to the page that you were originally going to.
Hi, LaSalle. It's good to hear your voice. We've been a part of each other's lives in a weird internet way for, 6 or 7 years now, and I've never actually heard your voice. So thank you for submitting your question to the podcast. I appreciate it on a personal level, and of course so that other people can benefit from it as well. I kind of wanted to interrupt your question, though, to first attack this SEO aspect of doing a landing page like that. Of course, I don't know the script that you're looking at, so I can't look at the code and tell you precisely whether it is a good or a bad thing. But if you're putting something in front of your homepage and that it becomes your homepage for all intents and purposes until people either click the continue link like they do on Forbes or until it refreshes on its own like it does on Forbes, you could see some negative SEO effects from that, because the content that your homepage is ranking for is no longer on your homepage, because now your homepage is displaying an ad. Google will see that, and it could be a negative factor in your rankings. So I do want to warn you about that. I don't know, of course, without looking directly at your sites and your Google Analytics reports and stuff like that, if you're getting a lot of traffic to your homepage for any specific keywords. If you're not, then maybe that's not something that you worry about too much. But if you are getting traffic to your homepage for very specific keywords, putting up a doorway kind of page like that could be a very negative thing. You could lose your rankings for those key phrases, thus experience less traffic overall, and then it wouldn't matter that you've got ads in front of your site because you've got nobody coming to it anyway. You may also have one of those sites where more people are coming to the internal pages rather than the home page, in which case this may be a great thing for you to do. Again, some things to consider. I don't know without looking at the code directly, but it would be something that throws up some red flags and makes me a little concerned about your SEO. So keep that in mind, and we'll go on to the rest of your question.
The thing that people ask me the most when they realize that I've had my website so long is, what do they sell? And I don't have any idea. They assume I know what I'm doing, and I don't. When I saw the Forbes page clone, I felt the same way. I just like, okay, it's a great idea. I love it. I have all these entertainment websites. They could all land on the news group page. Would work beautifully, except for the fact that I don't have any idea what to advertise or sell inside that square. Then, if that wasn't enough pressure, they also they said there was an option so that I could rotate ads, and I don't even have one. So that would be my question. If you don't have a niche like Photoshop or work at home, what do you decide to put up there that are really broad-based general audience might be interested in? Do you just throw a bunch of stuff against the wall, or is there a plan? And I will try to send as many people over to participate in this as possible. I think it's a great idea. Bye.
As far as what kind of advertising you should place in front of your site, I've had sites like this before too, where maybe I'm in a more general niche, or maybe I'm in a niche where people don't necessarily buy what I'm offering on the internet. One that comes to mind is tattoos. People don't buy tattoos on the internet, right? But I've had sites in that niche where people wanted to look at tattoo art, and they don't really buy a lot about tattoos specifically because they're just there to look at pictures and get inspiration. So what kind of things can you sell on sites like that? Well, you're right. It comes down to general interest. So you can go to a site like, say, USA Today, or in your specific marketplace, you could go to other entertainment kinds of sites, and that might be in the music industry, or it might be something like, People, or, those kinds of general interest magazines that you see in the grocery stores. And see what ads those places are running. And those are most likely going to be the most successful ads for that general target market, because those places have tested what is converting for that general interest marketplace. The only way that you will know for sure, of course, is to test. You may be able to find one or two products ads that convert a little bit better, that are more entertainment related, say, than general interest related, like, the 5 secrets to a flat belly ads. Those are obviously very, very general. And if you look around, you may find some things that are a little bit closer to the people on your site, or the niche that you're in, that do convert better. And you can find that out from split testing. Run one ad, see how it does. Run another ad, see how that one does, and run those kinds of comparisons. And whether you use a doorway front page on your site or not, this is just good general advice for maybe the ads in your sidebar or something. So it is a challenge with a general interest site to create that same kind of direct product to visitor to your site equals a sale kind of equation. What you're going to have to do more is focus on getting more impressions, more views. You may find that running banner ads from networks that pay based on the number of views is more effective for you, depending on the amount of traffic to your site. And you may find that CPA offers are more effective for you. So those would be those kinds of like 5 tricks to a flat belly, and then people go to that page and you get paid $6 every time they fill out a form, for a free sample or something like that. Those kinds of offers are meant to convert, and they are tested, tried, and true in terms of being good general interest offers. It's going to come down to testing, though, and it's going to come down to that competitive intelligence. Look at what other people in the industry or in similar industries are doing and try to emulate it, and then do the tweaking so that it matches what your site and what your readers respond to. Because your site won't be like everybody else's, even in a general interest niche. One thing that converts really well for one site might not be quite as well for another. So never ever stop testing, and always try new things, and you will find the kinds of offers that resonate best with your audience. So I hope that that helps. And again, thank you so much for submitting your question. It was great to hear your voice. And everybody else listening, head on over to FromIdeaToEmpire.com, click on the podcast, and submit your questions to the From Idea to Empire Q&A podcast. All right, thanks so much. Bye-bye.